At a time that insurance rates have been going up and up and up, mine went down. We'll find out why in the hangar. Hello and welcome to a special in the hangar. We're here at AirVenture, and we are only able to bring this to you because of our sponsors. We're at the Flying Eyes booth, where if you go to flyingeyesoptics.com, use our discount code, taking off all caps one word, you'll get 10% off. But we're also sponsored by Clemens Insurance, and if you've been watching our videos that we've been doing from AirVenture, you know I talk about how Jerry saved me money. Well, guess what, guys? I've got Jerry and his family here with me now. Jerry,
hey,
thank you for coming. We've got Melinda, we've got Chandler. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right. Melinda, you can talk too, you know.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So, Jerry, I keep telling everybody that you saved me money, and it's true. I was with another broker. They were fine.
Oh, yeah.
But when I brought my account to you, you found ways that they weren't using, you know, legal, regular, best practices ways. How did you do that?
Well, I think a lot of it had to do with you, too.
What? The band?
No, you know, you take certain steps as a consumer whenever you're buying insurance to make it to where your rates can be better based on your own actions.
So you take training, you take wings,
Training,
credits.
experience.
Yeah.
And that experience that you've accumulated over time does help. Absolutely.
Well, then why did my rate go down by 4 figures when I came to you?
Oh, I think we did a diligent job on shopping, and then we not only did we just email the carrier, but we talked to the carriers and, you know, presented a resume about you.
Okay.
Talked about you and how you are proactive in being a better pilot. That's probably the biggest thing is letting the underwriters understand what they are insuring.
So you as a broker, you're really taking the resume of your clients to them and trying to get the best deal.
Absolutely. You know, and the more the insurance company knows about the insured, the more comfortable they are. And so, you know, if you just send them a small bit of information, then they're going to only assume the worst.
Okay.
If they don't understand who you really are.
Okay. Well, and I do appreciate that because you really did take time. You asked me a ton of questions, much more than anybody else had asked, and it paid off.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked. It worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Clemens Insurance, one of the things I love about this is I love partnering with people that it's not a big corporation. It's a family kind of mom and pop shop. And
oh, yeah,
so,
very much so.
So, Melinda, Chandler, you guys are all in the family. So what was it like, you know, growing up in the Clemens world with all the aviation stuff you got going on?
Well, I'll say for starters, when my dad would take me flying to go get breakfast or whatever, it was a competition between my brother and I to be the human autopilot. So some child labor laws were potentially violated there. But it was all cultivating a spirit that we have in the Clemens family of aviation from a young age, and it's really in our DNA. Mm-hmm. So we're all involved in this in a really deep way, and so I think that really contributes to the knowledge and the relationships that my dad makes with all of his customers as well. He's in this community, and he has been forever, and has instilled those values in his family as well. And it's something I'm really proud of.
Melinda, the aviation community, I mean, you've got the family right here. You've got your extended Clemens family. But aviation seems to me to be, I'm kind of new into it. I only got my ticket 8 years ago. So this world is somewhat still new to me. Can you speak to the thing that there seems to be a lot, the family aspect in aviation seems to be everywhere?
Well, you know, I'm fairly new to it as well. So I got my ticket about 7 years ago. And, you know, it was a lot about logistics for me and Jerry trying to get places point A to point B and being able to do it from separate locations. But I grew up with uncles that flew GA as well. And so it wasn't new to me totally because I used to fly with them. And so when I had the chance, I was like, absolutely, I'm getting it because I just knew the benefits of it and the fun. The fun factor for sure. but then absolutely the benefits that we got from the time we were able to spend together with it.
So Jerry, you told us a story about an epic Aaron road trip. Wasn't supposed to be a road trip, but an epic Aaron road trip to go see, which band was it before they?
Oh, AC/DC.
AC/DC before they.
That was Chandler's New Year's
resolution.
resolution.
That's what I was going to ask. So Chandler, what was that about?
It was just going with a couple of buddies up to Kansas
How old
City.
were you?
What was I, 12? I think I was.
No, you were a little older than that. You
15,
were
12.
16.
Yeah, because
15.
you guys ended up driving. You got pulled over
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the old guys were, let's just say, not drivable.
Yeah.
That's just another I guess, instance of us just getting caught on the road and persevering for the sake of the weekend. And my buddy and I driving my dad and his friend after the airplane broke down, and we had an awesome weekend. But yeah, it was. If we hadn't just kept going, it might have just stopped there. But that's.
And you got to see him before the guys died.
Yeah, absolutely. That was kind of my goal.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All right. Well, it's not just insurance, and I again just really appreciate the fact that the insurance is all the same underwriters. So the fact that you're able to save me money is a credit to what the effort you took, because same people that the other broker was going to. But you guys have other stuff going on in aviation. Tell me about like Clemens Aviation.
Clemens Aviation is my brother Dwayne's company.
Okay.
And we work together pretty much every day in the same facility, in his facility in Wichita at the Jawara Airport. He has 24 beach jets, I believe, that he has refurbished and look like new. They all have G5000s, all new paint and interior. They're like new. They've put winglets on them.
They still have that new beach jet smell inside?
Oh yeah, they do, after all the new interior and all of that.
Yeah, right.
But it's an amazing model that he has built over the years. He sells fractions in these aircraft.
Okay.
At 25% in each jet, and it's been a really successful model to where some others have tried that and failed, but he's not failed for the fact that every aspect of that jet he's a part of. When it comes to the fuel, the maintenance, has his own pilots, his own facility, and the insurance, obviously, Clemens Insurance.
But again, it's very family orientated because all the family works in it. So I think that's a big piece of it as well. Same with you.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the number one piece of it. It's just like us. It's a family business. His all his children are captains. His wife's a captain, and so they all understand the business, from flying to administrative to maintenance. Now they're also a Garmin dealer now, and they do all those installations of the G5000s. They also did an installation on my Husky.
Oh, wow.
So they put all new
I need to talk to you
avionics
about
in the
my
Husky.
210 and the interior and avionics.
Oh, yeah.
Because we need to do something for Lola. She needs help on the inside.
Well, they can fix you up, that's for sure.
Okay. All right, we're going to have to really look at that.
So,
well, I think it's really good for everybody to see, especially, Clemens Insurance is not the big corporate behemoth. That you guys are a small family-run deal. That you pick up the phone. If you call Jerry, you are not going to get a machine. I promise. You will get Jerry.
I actually don't have a machine. So.
Yeah, it doesn't have a machine. So there's no way that you can press one to reach an operator or anything else. You're going to get Jerry. So, well, that's just awesome. You've been a big supporter of the channel, and I really appreciate that. And Chandler, it's great meeting you guys.
Likewise.
So a little hard to hear. I know we've got the MiGs overhead, and they're blowing stuff up on the flight line. But it's been really good meeting you guys.
Well, thank you,
Thanks
Dan.
for having us.
Thanks,
All right.
Daniel. Thank you for your time.
And thank you guys for watching. And you know, I talk about the sponsors a lot, and I'm glad to be able to bring to you the Clemens family so that you can see that it's people who get you, because they're aviators, all of them. And my previous broker, nice people, but they weren't pilots. And these guys know how to go to bat for me. Other sponsors who make this happen, 67 Designs, 67D.com, they make incredible camera mounts, phone mounts, tablet mounts for the plane. They make it all here in the USA. I think of them as like the Padies of camera mounts. Then you have Z-Vision, the brightest taxi and landing lights, Marshall Protective Service, personal security elevated, Colton Mortgage, ColtonTakingOff.com for your residential mortgage. All of these sponsors are run by pilots, so they get the aviation market. So please check them out. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. We'll see you next time in the hangar.